Gamers, this is Anthony here at Dice Tower East. It is the last day of the con. I'm very tired. Scythe kept me up all night long, but I'm still looking at games for you guys. That's just how dedicated I kind of am. So I was over at Ryder Games, actually one of our last stops here at the con, and we saw actually a really kind of cool game called Garden Guests. Now listen, I have a thing about gardens. For some reason, I never liked the theme, but I always end up loving the garden games. I don't know what it is. It's a weird thing for me. I like killing orcs and stuff, but I'm like, stupid garden game, and then end up absolutely loving it. It's like the Wingspan syndrome. I have the designer here, Evan here. He's going to tell you about the game while his lovely wife, Miranda, dances in the background probably. And we're going to, he's going to tell you how this game plays. Now, I love I love the art style, so kudos to you. It looks very, it's eye-popping, it's eye-catching, and that's, I think, very important for games that revolve around.
I'm the publisher, not the designer.
Oh, I'm sorry.
So that's okay. Just the designer is Stephen Glenn. So
Stephen Glenn.
Good friend. I actually played this game 11 years ago. The very first time he brought it to my house. He's the one who actually got me into the industry.
Oh, really?
So 11 years ago, I played this game for the very first time and fell in love with it.
Did it take that long to develop, or?
No, it was published with another company, and then it went nowhere and didn't do anything. And so then the rights finally reverted back to him, and I was instantly like, I want it. Give it to me. Now I publish things, give it to me.
Awesome.
So yeah.
Yeah. So tell me how this goes. This looks fun.
So Garden Guests plays 2 to 6 players, and it is a team-based connection game. Your goal is to make an unbroken line of stones and guests, and this is a prototype, so while everything is the art's finalized and it's going to look like this, all the components aren't exactly how they'll be. You see like the little sticker chipping there, it's not like that.
Yeah.
And these guest tokens, I know that it's going to come just like this, with stickers that are faded.
That actually is a thing now. People do that with some of their games. Fair warning.
So the guests, these are the guests, they're going to come, and they're going to have the beetle design on the back of them. So those are your guests. You want to make an unbroken line. You can start anywhere on the board. You can see this is kind of a game in progress. White is jockeying for a position. They're doing really well, but then black is trying to get through here. You play your guests here, and you lay your stones by playing these flower cards that match the spaces. And you play with a teammate. You are not allowed to communicate strategy with your teammate. So in this situation, black would be trying to get through here, but they would be trying to figure out which cards to play and which cards their team member has. You can also trade cards with each other. Oh, okay. So you can give some of your cards to your teammate if you need a critical play and you don't have everything. It is a very tight game. It is very tense. It's a beautiful garden, very pretty, but it is actually a pretty intense game. It's very nail biting. I adore this game. Absolutely love it. So I've always loved it, and I'm so excited that I'm getting to publish it.
That's a good sign when you said that the game was developed 11 years ago, and you waited for the rights to revert to be able to publish it. Like normally 11 years they'd be like whatever, but that's a good sign that the game is that good.
And it also plays really well at all player counts. Like you can play 2 players, 3 players, 4, 5, and 6, and the game does really well. So that's another thing I really like about it.
Awesome,
it's very rare to find a game that it's like, oh well, it says 2 to 4, but it's really a 2-player game. Or it's a cooperative game. It's really a 1-player game, and or whatever.
I play Blood in the Clock Tower with 4 people all the time, man. All the time when you're talking about it. Works out well.
So this is Christina. She is the artist. Why don't you tell them about how you made the art?
Okay. Right. So I like to do paper cuts, and the way I did this was I painted pieces of paper, different bright colors, and then I cut out every single piece that you see here. So I cut out sections.
This is all done by hand.
Green, and then I glued on little flowers for everything you see here. It was a single.
That's a lot of work.
Yes,
it's a
beautiful work. But it looks. I mean, it shows though. It's gorgeous. It really is. It's a very, very pretty game. So yeah, that takes a bit of time.
And I made like a ton of beetles before we settled on the ones that we like for the game. So.
Our little guests.
Yeah, those are my favorites.
Yeah, those are awesome.
I love the beetles.
Yeah, no, I like the little. It's very intricate design. Yeah, I don't have the patience for that. I'm here to play games. I definitely do not have that. Even as a former artist, I don't have that kind of patience.
With so many games coming out, I wanted this one to stand apart. So she did a fantastic job on the art, and it is. There aren't. Do you know of any other games that are made out of paper cuts?
Not any
art?
so far,
Yeah.
but you might beware. You might start a trend, so
Right.
that happens sometimes. You know, all the
You ready for more work?
all the bird. Yeah. Also, sure. Fair warning, you can talk in this game. I was like panicking because you couldn't talk strategy, but I was like, you can't talk. Don't tell me some of the games can't talk. You can talk all you want.
You can talk all you want.
You can talk all you want, guys.
And
so.
people will often fudge that, and it's fine if you do. They'll be like,
Yeah.
so I'm gonna go right here.
Yeah,
What
yeah.
do you, it's
Yeah.
gonna be pretty good.
I've never done that before. What are you talking about? I feel attacked. So come and check this game. Check out this game at Van Ryder's booth. Now this is not out yet. Obviously, the prototype. Do you have a reveal or party?
We are planning to release it at Essen in
At
October,
Essen.
and it will be available at retail shortly after that.
Cool. We will be in your luggage on the way to Essen. All right. So just
Yes.
leave enough
All right.
breathing room.
Perfect.
I appreciate it.
I hear that you really like to travel that way.
Oh yeah, totally.
It would be easier to put them in luggage.
Yeah, actually, it probably would. So thanks, guys. We're heading out to Dice Tower East. Last day here, but still, there's plenty of time to play some games. Come on down, check this game out. It looks absolutely awesome, and they put a lot of work into this, and it really shows, guys. As always, of course, don't forget to game on. Don't fly.